All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin. All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a while. It's been a while since we've done a live stream. It's so good to be back amongst you guys all. I'm pretty sure you guys have been looking forward to this as well, anticipating this as well. To be honest, multiple things culminated for not having so many live streams in recent times. One, Ramadan is still on. It after fasting, after you break your fast, you get tired, man. You just don't have the energy to do the live stream. But over the last couple of days, I feel like my body is finally getting used to the whole situation. There's only about two and a bit more weeks left of Ramadan, and finally my body my body has started to cope, I suppose. Of cope as in, it's not like I'm getting tired, like obviously I'm getting tired. It's not like I get hungry or anything, but finally the body is able to not get too tired after you break the fast. So we're here. Hopefully we're going to be able to do a lot more live stream as football is coming back. Obviously international break didn't help the cause as well. That's another reason why it was difficult to do live stream, but now we're full throttle back again, live stream once a day at least. And then obviously at the end of the day, we're going to have that news wrap up as well. And we'll try and squeeze in any other live streams if possible, if there's any breaking news. But ladies and gentlemen, nearly 50 of you guys are here already within 1.5 minutes. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, take the moment right now. Stop everything. Take the moment right now. Smash the like button. Let's get those likes up to well over 40 immediately. Big up to each and every one of you guys. Big up to the Chelsea boy 1234, Dominic Chandler, Bumblebee, Shubra, my brother. Good to see you, my man. Ashraf as well. Thank you so much for being here. One of my OGs. And Zinho is here. M. Zaki is here. DLM, Perplex, Mason. Everyone's here. Good to see you all. Good to see each and every one of you guys. Look, we're going to talk about this whole Chelsea injury conundrum, this mystery. Chelsea injuries mystery. What's going on? I want to hear from you guys in the live chat. Earlier on, before we went live, Shivendra was providing some very, very top information there, which we'll go through as well. In fact, we'll touch base on it right away. He had some really, really interesting points. For example, this one. Ricky Lambert from Southampton a few years ago on Pochettino. I just couldn't cope. We would come in on Monday after 90 minutes on the Saturday and do 12 horseshoe runs off the training pitch. I had the bottle to go into his room, pull him to one side very respectfully and said, Maurizio, listen, we understand what you're trying to do, but you're pushing us too much on a Monday. Obviously, straight, during the weekend, you play the football and then Monday training, getting pushed a lot. You just need to calm it down. We're not used to it. Maurizio was dead polite and said, yes, that's fine. I understand. We shook hands and I went back to the lads, made up thinking, just sorted it out for you boys. Next Monday we came in and not only did we do 12, we did 24 runs. I was running around laughing, almost crying. I knew what he was doing. He was trying to break me, and he did break me. My thoughts. I believe Poch and his training methods are the major reasons for our increased injuries this season, along with the incapability of the medical staff to recover injured players faster. So, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, is it just Pochettino? What's the truth? This is why I need the journalists in the upcoming press conference. I don't know whether the press conference it's today or tomorrow. I'm not really sure. Some people are saying it's today. This is how disconnected we are with the club. We don't even know when the press conference are. Most of us probably don't even watch it anymore because Pochettino says a lot of rubbish. But I think the next press conference needs to be, it has to be an important one. All the journalists that are going there, that are planning to attend that press conference and planning to ask a question, please do not ask any other question. We couldn't care less. We don't want to know. Who's going to start? Who's not going to start? What's going to happen? This, that, the other. We don't want to know. Just ask one basic question. Each and every one of you journalists that are going to press conference, just ask the same question, because Pochettino needs to elaborate on this manner big time. He needs to elaborate. Pochettino needs to give us all the details as to why there are so many injuries at Chelsea Football Club. To all the journalists, one question and one question only. Why are there so many injuries happening at Chelsea Football Club? And Poch needs to answer adequately. No wishy-washy answers, no answers that don't make sense. No answers are English is my second language, this, that, the other. No. Proper answers. Why? Are they incapable of coping with the training sessions? Are they not looking after themselves outside of football? Is it their diet? Are they genuinely injury prone? Are some of these players that are getting injured regularly, are they genuinely injury prone? They won't recover. What is it? I need to know. Is it the medical staff? Are they not adequate? Are they sending the players back into the pitch too early? All of this needs to be answered. All of this needs to be answered. Why? Why is a player like Romeo Lavie has had a complete write-off of a season? He's out for the season. You might as well write off Nkunku as well. Nkunku's done nothing for us as well. You might as well write him off. Ugochukwu is another one. Gone, apparently, for the rest of the season. Wesley Fofana, done as well. Kani Chukwuemeka only just recently returned back, and he was meant to return back after 3 weeks, if you guys remember. That injury that he got against West Ham, I believe. Reece James, I'm not even touching. Reece James is just a generational injury player. Generational. We'll see what happens to Reece James post the surgery. But we need to get to the bottom of this. And Zinho, Poch training method is much. It's too much. I think that's what you mean. Yes, there was some information about Pulisic. Let me just see if I can bring that up. Christian Pulisic said something very, very interesting. Let me see if I can get this up. Give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Christian Pulisic was saying the fact that he plays often now, it's kind of helped him out. Let me see if I can bring this up. Okay, so Vince tweets a lot. Here we go. Christian Pulisic. Okay. Pulisic explains why he's fitter now than last season at Chelsea. I wouldn't say there's been a big change or something that I've done. I've taken good care of my body for sure, but it's just been good to get that consistent game time. Your body just kind of gets accustomed to it, which has been really helpful. When you're consistently in and out of the lineup, it can be hard. Is this the problem, ladies and gentlemen? I mean, I don't think it's the only problem. I think it can be one of the problems. Players being in and out of the team, there's no regularity. Your body can't get used to it. You're not playing in that intensity all the time. I think that could be one portion of it, but at the same time, what can you do? If the player is inconsistent, what can you do? You can't just let the player continue, right? But with Romeo Lavie, that's not even the case. It's not that he's not getting any game time. Romeo Lavie started off injured. Then he was brought on against Crystal Palace, I believe. And he got injured within the first... He played for like 25 minutes, 30 minutes, and he got injured again. Thigh injury. And that's knocked him out. Was he meant to come back so quickly? Let's see what else you guys are saying. Mr. Fenny, big up to you, my man. I respectfully disagree. Don't forget, we ridiculed Poch for saying the players were tired after extra time against Liverpool. Which one is it then? Poch is overtraining players or undertraining them? This is a very good point. It's a very, very good point from Mr. Fenny. In one hand, we are saying Poch is overtraining them. If we're overtraining them, why do our players look like they're gassing out? Why do our players, as Mr. Fenny said, against Liverpool, kids, extra time, why are we looking tired? Why is the excuse of tired coming into play if we are overtraining them? Are we getting tired because we're overtraining? You'd think if you train a lot, you're going to get a lot fitter. But that doesn't seem to be the case. And if we're undertraining them, well, then why are they getting injured? I mean, now are we going to say they're getting injured because they're not training enough? Like, what is it? Like, I'm so baffled by this whole situation. I wish we could sit down with Romeo Lavie. Honestly, I wish we could sit down with Romeo Lavie and just ask him frankly, Romeo, tell us, Romeo, what has happened to you? What took place? What was the rehabilitation? What was it all about? Shivendra, Miz, we did have injuries under the previous ownership too, but this season we just played on a majority one game a week compared to the injuries we got from playing 4 to 5 competitions previously. You're right. We don't even play that many matches, you know. We don't play that much. So what's going on? Overtraining means they have no energy left for the match, Miz. Yeah, okay, well, I mean, is that what it is? Are we overtraining and then we're tired for the match? Is that what it is? What's the balance? What's the balance then? Shubra is sharing something. Let's have a look at what Shubra is sharing. Okay. In December, Romeo Lavie's comeback was being accelerated due to technical staff pressing for his return as they needed a midfielder, but the rehab of the player was not 100% done. There was some steps that needed to be taken, but the technical staff did not listen to medical advice. The player was injured again soon after the match. That is honestly this is mind-blowing for me. Can we trust this source, Sasha Tavolieri? I know he's connected to all the Belgian players. Can we trust? And who are these technical staff? Can someone tell me who these technical staff are? Who are they? Why are these technical staff being allowed to have so much say whether a player needs to return or not? And why can't the player say no as well? What? This whole seems to be a bit of a mess for me. If the medical staff is saying there were some steps that needed to be taken by the technical staff, did not listen to the medical advice. So how can technical staff trump the medical advice? If the doctor is telling me, Miz, you need to have a bypass. Your heart is about to give up on you. You need to have a bypass. Me as a person, I should listen. So me, say player, I should listen. But if my father comes out of nowhere and goes, nah, he's going on a run right now, surely that can't be right. Like my father can't veto a doctor. Like if the doctor is saying you're about to collapse, you will collapse. You need to go through a bypass. What is going on here? Who's dictating terms? Aren't the doctors? Don't the medical staff have any power? If the medical staff's saying this player's not ready, how can a technical staff then veto the medical staff? How? What's the point of the medical staff then? I don't get it. And the fact that he's vetoed him and then he played and then he got injured, what's the repercussion? What's the repercussion? That technical staff or those technical staffs, whoever it was a one individual, multiple, we don't know, whoever they were, are they going to take responsibility for their misjudgment? Sebastian Pochettino is in charge of this technical staff. Wow. Maurizio Pochettino's son is in charge of the technical staff. So clearly, Maurizio Pochettino is liable. So clearly, his son is doing this off the back of probably advice from his father. So why is Poch sometimes pretending he has no idea? When Nkunku got injured, Pochettino in the press conference said, I don't know why he got injured. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. We heard he got injured. Don't know where, how, when. We need to get to the bottom of this, man. Look, with Romeo Lavie, yes, I mean, crazy what has happened to him, right? You know, the entire season now, right off. I'm not going to sit here and cry about it because Romeo Lavie is not even featured for us. I mean, he only played 25, 30 minutes. So I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, what a miss. You know, we've not even seen him. We've not even seen him. So how can I say I miss him, right? All I can say is that hopefully he recovers. Nkunku, similarly as well. We barely saw him. I don't even know how Nkunku got injured the last one. The latest injury of Nkunku. I don't even know what happened. Can someone tell me what happened to Nkunku? Maurizio Pochettino didn't tell us anything. Maurizio Pochettino said in the press conference he don't even know. He don't even know. Does anyone know what has happened to Nkunku? And Nkunku's gone. No one. There's no news about Nkunku. And this is a player, Fabrizio Romano. Fabrizio Romano told me. Fabrizio Romano told all of us. Nkunku is the savior of Chelsea Football Club. Without Nkunku, Chelsea can't operate. What happened to Nkunku? There's no news. There's no news. The crazy thing about Lavie is Lavie was apparently training and he apparently had another setback. The amount of times we've heard players, same players who've got injured and they've had setbacks, it's actually quite mad. It's actually very, very mad. Proper investigation needs to happen. Proper. Each player that's been getting injured on a multiple occasion this season needs to sit down and document. I need a documentation. I need a thesis. I need a full-on explanation. As fans, I think we deserve all of this. As fans, we need to know the details. What has happened? From day one, how did you get injured? After you got injured, what rehabilitation program were you on? What did the medical staff tell you? When did you get back onto the field for training? What did the technical staff tell you? What did you as a person do as well to help your injury off the field? What did you eat? Did you get rest enough? Did you do extra, muscle training? What did the coach say? All of that needs to be documented. All of that needs to be documented. In Life No Limits, big up Miz. Just catching up from the start of the stream. Yes, Poch has a lot to answer for. these journos should probe him and cite what players he's worked with in the past have all said. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's the thing that's going against Pochettino, that some of the previous ex-players, his ex-players, they've not shed a good light about this situation in regards to Mauricio Pochettino. They've all said that he trains them too hard. Kyle Walker, I think Kyle Walker recently said there's a big difference between what Poch was doing and what Pep did. With Poch, all Kyle Walker did, and this was recent as well, just run. He goes, all we did was run. In the training session, all Kyle Walker did was run. And then he said he went to Pep and he goes, whoa. He finally realized the game is not all about running, you know. The game is not all about running. This is why Mauricio Pochettino, he loves Gallagher. He loves Gallagher. Gallagher is a energizer bunny. Gallagher is a Duracell battery. Is just non-stop running around. This is why Pochettino loves Gallagher, because he can cover so much ground. This in itself should put enough doubt that moving forward, man, honestly, how can we just progress with this manager? How? Moving forward, how can we progress with this manager? Let's see what else you guys are saying, ladies and gentlemen. Skills. 50 million and Lavie have been injured all season. I think he only played one game. Talk about flop. See, this makes me angry. This right here makes me angry, Skills. And before I get into this, ladies and gentlemen, take the moment right now. Right now, take the moment. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Take the moment right now. Smash the like button. Get those likes up to 100. We've got 40 likes. Take the moment right now. Get the likes up to 100 immediately. We've got more than 150 live right now. Let's bump up those likes to 100 straight away. Straight away, let's bump up those likes up to 100. Now, Skills is saying, talk about flop. How can we actually sit here and say Lavie is a flop? How can we actually sit here and say he's a flop? He's not even played. How can you actually deem him a flop? The brother's been injured. You can say he's been no impact. To say he's a flop, he would need to perform to be a flop. He ain't a flop. He's not even performed. Now, what we can perhaps talk about is how long can we persevere with this? Like if Lavie is to have another season like this next season, if he has another write-off season, how long can we persevere? Like look at Wesley Fofana, for instance. Wesley Fofana, 2 seasons at Chelsea Football Club. Brother's barely featured for us. Do you know what I mean? Like Wesley Fofana, one more season like that next season, we have to seriously contemplate what is the future. What is the future? Similar to Reece James as well. Some of you guys may not like this conversation. Reece James, same boat. After this surgery that Reece James had, please, we're all praying to God that he don't get injured again. That he's capable of playing regularly. That Reece James is capable of playing at least 50% of the season. Please. I don't even know when the last time Reece James played 50% of the season. 50%. But if Reece James has another one of these seasons next season, but mind you, Reece James, he's been injured ever since he joined Chelsea. Reece James has been injured for the last 3 seasons in a row, badly. Barely featured. So if Reece James next season has another one of these seasons, then we have to sit down and say, what's going on? What are we going to do with him? What are we going to do with him? I mean, these players, they're not providing any impact, wasting a lot of money in wages. Marcus, never sell Reece James. If you're giving him to a team like AC Milan or any other club, he could be injury-free for years and win trophies at that new club. Look, never sell Reece James. If you give him to a team like AC Milan or any other clubs, he would be injury-free. Why can't he be injury-free at Chelsea? What's the point of keeping a player that's always injured? Marcus, what's the point of keeping a player that's always injured? Can he be injury-free at Chelsea? Can Reece James be injury-free at Chelsea Football Club? That's what I want to know. Marvo, our good players always injured. Meanwhile, bums like Gallagher and Sterling always fit. Talk about luck. Look, I don't wish injuries upon any of our players. I hope all of them get fit and come back into the team. Very important that we have a suite of, good players to select from. Yeah, like, I mean, if Nkunku was not injured, if Nkunku was fit the entire season, I'm pretty sure Nkunku would have played a big role to bring positive results for Chelsea Football Club. I think he would have played a big role. And due to that, maybe someone like Sterling probably wouldn't have featured that much. Maybe. If Romeo Lavie was fully fit entire season, then yeah, maybe someone like Gallagher doesn't get enough game time. Yeah, maybe. And also you can use him, if Enzo is having a bad time, then you can put Romeo Lavie, or if Caicedo is having a bad time, then you can put Romeo Lavie. So yeah, I mean, it would have made a big difference. It really would have. But we can't really worry about all of that because the fact of the matter is they've been injured. That's the fact of the matter. Enzo Fernandez, big up to you, my man. Miz, maybe some of these players don't like the season we are having, so just prefer just being out of the limelight. Ooh. Well. Enzo Fernandez. He's hit a weak spot. Do you know what? Look, every now and then I like a bit of conspiracy. I think there's always some level of truth behind a very good conspiracy. Look, I'm not saying Lavia falls into this boat. But I'm throwing it out there. I think maybe, and I could be absolutely wrong. I'm just putting it out there. I'm just doing some sort of crazy conspiracy, right? Someone like Nkunku, I'm not even kidding, because Nkunku, he knows he's very good. He knows it. He don't deserve to be 11th, 12th like the way Chelsea is. He deserves to play Champions League. And no one knows what happened to Nkunku recently, the recent injury. Who knows? Maybe he just said, like, stuff this, man. I stuff this manager, stuff this club for the time being, stuff this fans, stuff the owners, stuff everything. Why should I bust my backside and play and maybe further risk myself when this season is a write-off? I don't know. There are players that have done this. This is not a new phenomenon. Players have done this. Players in the past have faked injuries. Yeah, like when they've seen that the seasons are gone, like they've looked after themselves. They've looked up. Shubra saying maybe this is Enzo's official account. Who knows? Maybe he's come down here and trying to shed some information. But I don't know, man. Nkunku, It's a mystery what happened to him recently. I've got no idea what's happened to him. Our injuries increased last season when Todd Bowley hired his Hollywood medical team. Remember, this can't be only Poch. No, look, I don't think it's only Poch. I think there's a culmination of things coming together. But I think Poch probably does play a big part in it. Maybe. That's just my feeling about it. This is why I think journalists in the press conference, they really need to ask this question. They badly need to ask this question. 100%. All right. Let's see what else you guys are saying. We're going to slowly wrap things up. Ladies and gentlemen, 56 likes. Let's pump those likes up to 100. Well over 184 people live right now. Get those likes up to 100 immediately. Before we end the stream, let's take some more of your comments before we wrap things up. Our players need to step up more and build more chemistry. What I have realized from recent gameplay is we are very predictable, which we need to fix. Other teams can predict us very well. Fair enough, my man. Kuba, good to see you, my man. I admire your positivity lately, Miz. Maybe it's because of Ramadan, but this season is over. Just the final nail, the coffin left against City. Look, the reason why I'm positive is because I need to salvage something from this season. I can't be sitting here and going into matches thinking it's all over. I need to believe that there's something there. Something's going to happen. I need to believe that the team has learned from the mistakes. Because if they've not learned from the mistakes, then why are we watching? Why are we doing anything? Why are we talking? I have to believe that this month of April and May that's coming up to finish off the season, that our team is capable of doing something. I need to believe. We have to get something out of this season. We have to. IO YouTuber, in Australian rules, football AFL, being injured is now known to be a cover for having failed a club facilitated or self-confessed drug incident test. Wow, that's incredible. Shubra saying the season is still not over, in my opinion. It's not. We can still be 6th, 7th at least. Not asking for much, man. Not asking for much. I'm just an ultra positive person when it comes to Chelsea. Big up to you, my man, Mr. Fenny. DAOF, big up, my brother. Big up, Miz. Everyone has part of the blame. Poch and the medical team are recipes for endless injuries. I ain't sure we have learned from any mistakes, by the way, but let's see how things go. Yeah, let's see. Let's see indeed. All right, last but not least, DLM Perplex. I too feel the season is not over yet. Chelsea haven't yet avoided relegation yet. Fair enough. All right, ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys have enjoyed this. Make sure before you go, smash that like button. I would love to see more than 100 likes on this stream. I shall see you guys later tonight to give you guys the wrap up of today's news. If there's anything that important that happens over the next few hours or so, if I'm still up, we'll do a live stream or we'll do a video. We'll see what happens. Each and every one of you guys, hope you're all doing well. Stay safe, stay well. Until next time, everyone. Take care. See ya. Bye.